Overthinking is destroying your life. How to break free from the spiral of overthinking and self-doubt. Have you ever caught yourself trapped in an endless loop of thoughts? You analyze every decision from every angle. You replay past mistakes over and over in your head. You imagine every possible worst-case scenario. You second-guess yourself to the point where you feel paralyzed. And by the time you finally make a decision, you've wasted hours, days, or even weeks overthinking something that didn't even need that much energy. Sound familiar? Overthinking is one of the biggest ways people block their own success, happiness, and peace of mind. It drains your energy, kills your confidence, and keeps you stuck in a cycle of fear and inaction. So let's break this down. Why do we overthink? Where does it come from? And most importantly, how do we stop? Why overthinking happens? Overthinking isn't just a bad habit, it's a survival mechanism. Your brain is designed to keep you safe. And one of the ways it does that is by trying to predict every possible outcome before you take action. The problem? Instead of helping you, it traps you. Instead of making things easier, it makes everything feel more complicated. Instead of moving forward, you stay stuck in a loop of self-doubt, anxiety, and indecision. And here's where it gets even worse. The more you overthink, the more your brain reinforces the habit. Every time you replay a conversation, analyze a decision, or obsess over something you can't control, your brain wires itself to keep doing that. So if you've been struggling with overthinking for years, it's not because something is wrong with you, it's because your brain has been trained to overanalyze instead of trust. But the good news? You can break free from this cycle. How overthinking is blocking your success. Overthinking doesn't just affect your mind, it affects everything in your life. In your career, you hesitate to take action, which leads to missed opportunities. You overanalyze every email, every decision, and every move instead of trusting yourself. In your relationships, you replay conversations, wonder if you said the wrong thing, and assume the worst. You fear rejection so much that you overthink every interaction. In your personal growth, you hold yourself back from taking risks because you overthink all the ways it could go wrong. In your manifestations, you create resistance. Instead of trusting that what you desire is already on its way, you analyze when, how, and if it will happen. Overthinking is not clarity. Overthinking is self-sabotage. And the more you do it, the more you delay the life you actually want to live. How to break free from the cycle of overthinking. 1. Stop trying to control everything. Most overthinking comes from a need for certainty. You want to be sure that you're making the right decision. You want to be sure that everything will work out. You want to be sure that you won't regret anything. But life doesn't work like that. You will never have all the answers. You will never have total control over everything. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you will free yourself from the mental prison of overthinking. 2. Shift from what if to so what. Overthinkers live in a constant state of what if. What if I fail? What if they judge me? What if I make the wrong choice? What if it doesn't work out? But here's the truth, most of the things you overthink will never even happen. So instead of drowning in what ifs, try asking yourself, so what? So what if you fail? You'll learn and try again. So what if people judge you? Their opinions don't pay your bills. So what if you make the wrong choice? You'll adjust and move forward. The moment you stop making everything such a big deal, overthinking loses its power. 3. Trust your first decision. If you struggle with overthinking, here's a challenge for you. Start trusting your first choice. Next time you catch yourself analyzing something to death, make a decision immediately and commit to it. Don't go back. Don't second guess. Don't replay it in your head 100 times. Just decide and move forward. Because here's the reality. Your first decision is usually the right one. It comes from intuition, not fear. The more you trust yourself, the less you will need to overthink. 4. Take action even if it's imperfect. The longer you overthink something, the harder it becomes to take action. Why? Because when you overanalyze, you create a mountain out of something small. You let fear build up. You convince yourself that everything has to be perfect. But perfectionism is just another form of procrastination. The solution: take action before your brain talks you out of it. Make the phone call. Send the email. Start the project. Speak your mind. Apply for the opportunity. Overthinking dies the moment you start moving. 5. Get out of your head and into the present moment. Most overthinking happens when you are stuck in your mind instead of in the present. So if you feel yourself spiraling, interrupt the pattern. Move your body, exercise. Go for a walk. Shake out the energy. Breathe. Take 5 deep breaths and focus on the sensations in your body. Shift your attention. Engage in something physical that forces you to be present. The more you train yourself to live in this moment, the less time you will spend trapped in your mind. Final thought: overthinking will keep you stuck in, lest you choose to break the cycle. Your brain is designed to protect you, but it's also designed to be reprogrammed. You do not have to stay trapped in overanalysis, self-doubt, or hesitation. You can train yourself to trust, act, and live with confidence. So let me ask you, where in your life is overthinking holding you back? What would change if you decided to stop analyzing and start trusting? And what if today was the day you finally broke free from the loop? Let's talk in the comments. What's one decision you're going to make without overthinking today? Save this post as a reminder that clarity comes from action, not from endless thinking. Together, we walk the path of abundance. Marinela.